gorgeous Cancerians. So guys, here we are. This is your reading for mid-July 2025. And in meditation, Cancer, I felt quite pensive. You may have decided to keep something to yourself. It may be because it is something very private, very personal, and you don't think this person needs to know. It may be, Cancer, you may fear this person will somehow pigeonhole you, and you don't want them to do that. It might be, Cancer, this is something that's already past. You firmly put it in the past, and so you don't think it's relevant now. You may have been in a few situations where you've been talking to this person and it's been on the tip of your tongue, but you haven't said anything, either through fear of their reaction, or it's because, Cancer, it's past history. And you're thinking it's just not necessary to bring this up now. What's the point? It's not going to help anyone. It may cause a few problems. So I'm just going to keep it to myself for now. Okay, Archangel Michael said that is the message. So guys, should we jump in? This is the Tarot of Mystical Moments. If you guys would like a private reading, I'm still doing the promo, 30% off 30-minute love readings if you're interested. If you want to join the channel, the link is there. I put out weekly videos every Sunday just for my members. If you want to see all the decks I use, they're all listed. Yeah. Cancer, you're just deciding you don't want to put the cat amongst the pigeons. What is the point, is what I'm hearing. Okay. Okay, Cancer. Here we go, guys. You may fear that this person will see you differently and it will somehow change the connection between the two of you. And I keep hearing it's past history anyway. So, all right. Okay. All right. So, Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Cancerians? Masculine or feminine? What do we have for Cancer, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Yeah. Cancer, you may feel you should say something. You should tell this person. I don't know, guys. It could be anything. It could be you're dating someone, you're very into that person, but their sister or brother came on to you and it was just really awkward, but you don't want to tell the person you're dating because they could end up having an argument about this with their sibling, right? Not worth it. It may be, Cancer, this is to do with your past. You may have had a checkered past, or you may have done something that looking back you wish you hadn't have done. And you may feel, well, perhaps I should divulge this to this person. You don't want to keep anything secret, but then again, you're thinking, what's the point? I've changed, or I'm no longer doing that thing anymore. Yeah, but there's a little side of you or a part of you, Cancer, the cards are going crazy, that maybe feels as if you should say something. Oh, guys. Oh, my goodness. Okay, Cancer, what is this? We will see. The Hermit. So, Cancer, you could be connecting here with a Virgo, or you could have a strong Virgo placement. You've pulled back to do some thinking, Cancer, as to whether or not you should tell this person this one thing. You've been considering doing it, but feeling a bit nervous. How are they going to take this? Are they going to ask me why I would even mention it? What's the point? Would they overreact? Okay. Okay. King of Pentacles. Cancer, this could be about finances, or this could be, Cancer, that you were in a long-term relationship before and it was a difficult relationship, or it was a different relationship, it was a strange relationship, and you just don't want to go into the details. In the past, 8 of Pentacles. In the past, Cancer, you may have delved into something creative, or you may have, I'm hearing, you may have, in the nicest sense, glossed over a situation, covered something up. You may have made a lot of changes in your life, Cancer, over the last few years. And you're just not there anymore, or you're just not the same person as you were. But you definitely glossed over something or painted something out, or in the nicest sense, covered something up in the past. It's as if you felt uncomfortable thinking about this. So you indulged yourself, or you did something, or you experienced something. But then there was a sense of, okay, not doing that again, or okay, that was past history. After that time, 7 of Pentacles, you did look back with some kind of regret. It might be you spent a lot of money and you're looking back now thinking, God, I shouldn't have done that. It may be, Cancer, in your previous relationship, you behaved differently. And you don't want to talk to a new partner about that. In your thoughts now, 8 of Wands, yeah. This is communication. This is conversation. I'm almost getting the feeling here, Cancer, that every time you think about talking about this, every time it crosses your mind, you lift yourself up out of that topic. Or if you feel you're in danger of touching on something that makes you feel a bit uncomfortable, you're just changing the subject. Okay, don't like where this is going. All right, let's talk about something completely different. Yeah. In the immediate future, Page of Pentacles. I feel, Cancer, you are offering someone an olive branch, or you may be talking to somebody about a child or children. I mean, guys, bless you. This could be you with a new partner. You may have had a lot of issues conceiving, for instance. And this is you thinking, I'm not going to tell my current partner that I spent years trying to conceive, because I know they want a child with me. I don't want to talk about this yet because it's very personal. I know we're going to have to at some point, but for now I'm going to keep it to myself. It could be anything though, guys. In your fears, yeah, okay, wow. In your fears, Cancer, you're fearing that whatever this is, if you talk about this, really delve into this, explain what happened or explain something from the past, this person's not going to view this favorably, or they may see you in a different light, or they may be saying to you, well, why did you keep this under your hat for so long? Why didn't you tell me before? You're just feeling slightly on edge here. Okay. In the environment is the Chariot. Yeah, Cancer, this is someone who is very slowly either patching a situation up with you, or they're getting to know you slowly. The Chariot is usually fast movement forward, but we have a snail. You may feel, Cancer, as if you have to be very careful what you say to this person. You may be thinking about what you say, how you word things carefully. In your hopes, Cancer, hoping that this person isn't going to see that whatever happened here scarred you. I don't know whether or not someone betrayed you or took advantage of you, or you had to face a very deep personal disappointment, or whether or not you went through something and you had to heal. And again, this might be something very personal, private to you. It might be even, guys, you had a really serious operation and for some reason you don't want to tell this person about that. You're hoping to just put this in the past, drop any burden, and just look to the future now, is what I'm getting. In the outcome, yeah, beautiful. Oh, Cancer, I don't know why. Throughout the first part of this reading, my stomach was in my throat. It was a really awful feeling. It's as if, oh, God, you know, this nervous feeling, almost as if you're about to go in for an interview. That's the way the energy is felt. Have you been nervous someone's already twigged, or somebody's already found out, or your person already knows? You're maybe feeling a bit nervous. Six of Swords though, guys, I mean, this is beautiful. This is you coming back down to earth, anchoring yourself back into a situation where you've been up in your head, dealing with this privately. And this is you moving to calmer waters. This is lovely, Cancer. Wow. Clarification for you, the Ace of Swords. You know a truth, and you've told yourself that this is how you feel, or you've admitted that this happened, or you have accepted the past, and I feel you've locked this away now. You've locked it away. It happened, you can't change it, or you may have sat on the fence about feelings in the past. Whatever it was for you, it could have been a particular period of time in the past that you're almost wishing didn't happen, but you know that it helped you grow, and you know that it helped you learn important lessons. It's as if you've put this in a little box, you've locked it away, and you put the box up in the attic, right? Only you have the key. This person you feel doesn't know, or if you feel they had an idea, they don't know everything, they don't know the facts. I'm hearing they might just see the tip of the iceberg, but they don't know the rest of it. Okay. But Cancer, you're trying to move on from this because in your mind it's done, in your mind it's in the past, and it's not relevant now. It's just not relevant. Ace of Pentacles. You're starting over. You're starting again. You're planting new seeds, Cancer. This is really lovely. Wow, guys. I don't know why. I'm feeling very emotional. Whoever this is, this could be an olive branch, or you could be spending time with this person. They're taking things very slowly with you because they feel, Cancer, that you're a little bit on edge. They may feel intuitively that there are things you want to talk about that you're not talking about. I don't think they're pressing you. I don't think for some of you they want to embarrass you, or I don't feel that this person is wanting to be nosy, but they may feel that in time it's all going to come out. This is a very gentle person. This is someone very kind and compassionate, and they want this to move forward. In this person's energy is the Two of Wands. They may sometimes, in private moments, look up at the moon and wonder whether or not you're hiding something. There may be times where they think to themselves, is this a good idea to move forward in this way with Cancer? Or is it a good idea that we patch things up? Or is it a good idea that we do this? The Fool. For some reason, Cancer, this is someone who believes that in somehow moving forward with you, whether or not this is an ex, whether or not this is someone new, they are taking some kind of risk. They may feel that you're not being totally open with them. They may feel there are things that you're hiding or a specific thing that you're keeping under wraps. They don't want to delve into it if it's going to make you feel uncomfortable. But deep down inside, they do fear that this could be a much bigger deal than they believe it is. And this is something you want to keep to yourself. Underneath the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. So this could be you, Cancer, or you could be a masculine thinking about a Queen of Cups. The Death card. Major change and transformation. Why do I feel, Cancer, that you're kind of relieved that this person can't sort of see inside you? You may have gone through a lot more than this person thinks, or you may have witnessed something rather traumatic, or you may have had to cope with something in the past that was very challenging. You changed as a person because of that, because of whatever this was. And I think for now, you just feel that you should keep it to yourself. I'm hearing someone say to themselves, if this person questions me, I will tell this person everything. But if it doesn't sort of come up in conversation, then I'm just not going to say anything. What's the point? Okay. So, my lovely Cancerians, let's get into this. This feels a bit cryptic, guys. So we're thinking about here the Hermit and the King of Pentacles. Now, Cancer, you could be communicating with a Virgo straight up, could be a masculine Virgo or a feminine Virgo. Or Cancer, you have detached yourself and you've done a lot of thinking about the energy of the King of Pentacles. It could be relating to money. It could be relating to a partnership. The Devil. You may be thinking to yourself, this person's just not going to understand. It may be, Cancer, you feel that you had to cope with a rather toxic situation. And looking back, you may be thinking, I just don't want to dwell on that anymore. Three of Cups. Because you may be really keen to reunite with this person, or you may have been in a situation that involved others and you're just not the same person anymore. Five of Swords. You may be fearful that if you express whatever this is, you're going to sabotage this situation. It's not going to go well. And what you're looking at is healing a relationship, a connection, a situation with someone that you care about. But you are sometimes drawn back to the past. You are sometimes drawn back to a time that was difficult for you. But you'd never tell this person that you think about the past so much, but you do. In the past, Cancer, with the Eight of Pentacles, you let your creativity fly. You could have moved into something very unusual or a little bit outside the box or a little bit alternative. But afterwards, you sort of wanted to gloss over this very quickly, or you wanted to paint this out of your mind, or you wanted to get rid of it out of your life. It's as if, yes, for a period of time it was fun or I enjoyed it, but you told yourself it wasn't healthy or it wasn't right or it didn't feel comfortable going forward. So it was almost as if you jumped into this, you enjoyed it for what it was, and then you thought, okay, I really just want to move away from this now. Yeah, because it didn't make you feel very good about yourself. Seven of Swords, it just did not make you feel good about yourself. And you may have felt with the Page of Wands, people were sort of sitting up and taking notice, or people were looking at you with a magnifying glass, trying to figure out what you were actually doing. You close this chapter out. You close the door, right? Yes, world. You close the door. You ended this because you were afraid that people would either get the wrong end of the stick, or you were afraid that part of your past would catch up with you. I don't know why I'm saying that. After that time, you did look at the past. You may have spent money that you shouldn't have spent. This could be looking back with regret. You may have had a bit of a toxic habit that was expensive. I don't know. It might be with the Seven of Pentacles. You took what you'd learned and you planted new seeds. So this did have some benefit for you, although this wasn't something that you wanted everybody to know about, to be honest. But this did have some kind of benefit for you. It could have been financial. I don't know. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. In the immediate past, you thought about the cycles of life, but there was definitely a sense that you wanted to keep something that you had engineered, something that you created, something that you'd put into progress under wraps. We got a woman wearing a big skirt here. I don't want you to really see what I was creating. No, 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 no. No. Four of Cups. There may have been disappointment that you felt you needed to do this, whatever you did in the past, or you may have felt very down, maybe even guilty that you did this. It might have taken you a while to sort of get yourself back up and running, or shift out of this sort of melancholy energy. It might have taken you a while to wash this away. I don't know why I'm seeing somebody chucking a bucket of water over a car with bird mess on it. It might have taken you a while to sort of get this out of your system or wash this away. Temperance, Sagittarian energy. But you did, and you afterwards sat in a place of peace. I'm hearing purity, clarity, and you allowed yourself to coast and just relax for a period of time. Beautiful. Where you are now, Cancer, is with this person who is tentatively moving forwards with you, or you are patching up a situation. There is progress. With the Eight of Wands, it's on the tip of your tongue that you want to tell this person what happened, but you just don't think it's the right time, or it's a good idea, or you may feel they're going to pigeonhole you or see you differently or judge you. And so you're thinking about telling this person whatever this was, but you're deciding not to. Every time you feel there's a gap in the conversation and you could bring it up because it will be a natural transition to talk about this, you just airlift yourself up out of it. No, 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 no. It might be out of fear. It might be out of ridicule. It might be because they simply wouldn't understand. What's going on in your mind? What are you thinking about here? The Three of Wands, yeah. Again, there's a sense that your ships are going to come in. There's a sense that there's going to be change on the horizon. You're very excited about what's happening here. Very excited. Cancer. Ace of Wands. Yes, you're inspired. This is a brand new start for you. I'm hearing not only a new chapter in your life, but a whole new book. A whole new book. Whatever this is, you know that you could grow within it. You could expand within it. It's very exciting. It's very colourful. It's very you. I'm hearing it's you now. It wouldn't have been in the past. All right, guys, what is on your mind? What's on your mind? The High Priestess. Now this is Pisces Cancerian energy. So as a masculine, you may feel that a water sign queen, Queen of Cups, already knows this, but they're keeping it to themselves. And so you're thinking, well, there's no point in talking about it because I think they already know, but we're not discussing it. Or Cancer, this could be you keeping this quiet. You don't really feel as if it's worth, I'm hearing, pulling the curtain back so they could see what was really going on. No, you're keeping that curtain closed. Again, I'm hearing someone say it's just not worth the potential upset. Okay. Why are you so determined to keep this to yourself? All right. Tower. Because Cancer, you're trying to hold up the tower. You're trying to rebuild a situation. And if they knew everything, you may fear this person would turn around and walk in the opposite direction. And you just can't deal with that. Okay, guys. I hope you're still with me. I do feel, though, that 2 or 3 people out there are feeling very emotional. So I'm definitely connected with at least 2 or 3 people who know exactly what this is. And I'm sure those people will leave comments. In the immediate future, Page of Pentacles, you could be offering someone an olive branch. You could be wanting to wipe the slate clean and start all over again. You may be offering someone a little gift here. This is really beautiful. Page of Pentacles. And your person is very slowly walking forward with you. They are standing at crossroads. They feel that with the moon, you may be hiding something. They might intuit what that is, but they don't want to delve into this. They do feel that moving forward with you is slightly risky, but they're going to do it anyway. They're either deciding it's worth the risk because they feel that intuitively you've changed, or you've got rid of a stage in your life where you might have delved into something that was unusual. They may feel that's not you anymore. They may feel you're different now. They are a little bit curious as to whether or not there's more behind the curtain, but they're deciding not to pick at this. They're going to leave the curtain closed. So Archangel Michael, when do we have the Page of Pentacles and the Chariot for my lovely Cancerians? Thank you, Michael. 28th of August. Okay. You may need to wait a month and a bit. 28th of August. Michael's pointing forward. The 1st of September is very relevant to someone. That's interesting. That is a Virgo birth date, and we have a lot of Virgo here. King of Pentacles, Hermit. Okay. How strange. I'm seeing a marching band walk en masse down a high street, right? Almost military style. They're wearing red jackets. They've got drums. But one person at the back is sneaking off down a side street, and they're taking off their red jacket. And they're thinking, oh, good. Crowd of people, nobody would have seen me. How weird. Okay. Let's have a look at your energy. Page of Pentacles. What's on your mind at this point? Yeah, the Six of Pentacles. You're wanting equal give and take. You're also making sure that this person knows that you're not the person that you used to be. And I don't quite know what that means. You're being very consciously traditional in this image. I don't know, Cancer, whether or not you are keeping another side of you under wraps because you may feel this person wouldn't get it, they wouldn't understand, or whether or not you've had a bit of a checkered past and you're not that person anymore, but you want to make sure that whatever happened in the past doesn't come out because they may question you. This is almost the energy. What I'm trying to get at here, Cancer, is, and guys, forgive me, what I'm getting here is not someone with a double personality exactly, but someone who, you know, this is the equivalent of a 21-year-old guy who's gone out the night before. He's done a lot of things he shouldn't do, and he sneaked in back at home the next morning. His mum and dad don't know, and they're going off to meet Auntie Mildred, and they're there having a nice cup of tea with her. And what they're thinking about is, oh my God, if you knew what I was doing last night, oh, wow, you would not really be wanting to open the door to me. If you knew that I was there drugging, drinking, smoking, doing God knows what, and great Aunt Mildred would have a complete fit, right? So I don't think, Cancer, you're hiding who you are, but there's definitely a side of you that you want to put in the past. And you are now the epitome of the sort of person that would ongoing want to have tea with great Aunt Mildred. Gone are your days of sneaking out the back, having a little bit of fun. No, no, no. You are firmly now very happy to sit and drink a cup of tea. But that was not potentially who you were before. Occasionally that side may threaten to come to the surface, but you push it down. You push it down. It may be, Cancer, there's a little freak in you that wants to come out now and again, come out to play, but you push it down. You push it down. And you're happy doing that. Everyone, Cancer, has that little bit of the freak inside them, you know? Whether or not you're addicted to period movies, you don't watch anything else, whether or not you have a little fetish, whether or not you enjoy doing something that other people just wouldn't get, wouldn't understand. Everyone has a little bit of a freak inside them. We're all human, right? But for you, for some reason, you don't want to talk about this. Yes, you don't want to talk about this. 9 of Swords. Because you may feel that if the curtain was drawn back fully, people would look at you differently, people would judge you, people would say, oh, really? You did that? Or you behaved in that way? Or wow, you were into that? And it might cause some problems. Yeah. So here's you, male or female, you're looking pretty prim and proper, you're holding back, but there's also a sense that you're keeping this secret chained in. You're keeping the secret to yourself. You're holding back from expressing what this was. And if there was this little freak inside you in the past, you may have now got that in control, or you may have changed as a person. Is what I'm getting. Gosh, guys, what am I channeling? What am I channeling? 3 of Pentacles. You're very happy to collaborate. You're really keen to rebuild. So I think, Cancer, you are rebuilding a situation that might have started to crumble. You're holding up the tower, whilst keeping something very private under wraps. With the High Priestess. Let's have a look at the Chariot. Your person is moving forward with you very slowly. They don't want to rush this. They are standing at crossroads looking at the moon, wondering if you are going to reveal everything to them one day. But with a Fool, they're going for it. They may feel it's a bit risky, but they are taking things slowly with you. Knight of Wands. What I'm actually hearing is they've gone through the fire. This person's gone through the fire. They may have acted a little bit recklessly in the past, but they're slowing down now because they want to make sure that this is going to work. They really want to make sure that this is going to work. The Hierophant. This is someone who is holding back from rushing into marriage. Okay, going at snail's pace. Knight of Wands is rushing. The Hierophant can be marriage. This is someone who doesn't want to rush into marriage. Or this is someone who was taking their time on rebuilding a very serious relationship with you. Could be a Taurian. This is someone very wise. This is someone who's done a lot of soul searching. They are sitting in a traditional energy, and they want you, Cancer, to also sit in a traditional energy, very calm, and see whether or not you're comfortable with this. Are you comfortable with this very traditional energy that they want the both of you to sit in? Are you comfortable with that, Cancer? Because they intuitively know that there was something that happened in the past that if they knew everything about, they may have felt this type of connection wouldn't be for you. And again, I don't know what I'm alluding to here, or what I'm channeling through here, I should say. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. They don't know whether or not this is too traditional for you. What is the energy between you? The Six of Wands. Okay. Cancer, this could be highly successful. This is a really lovely energy. You're wanting to rebuild. You're moving into a very traditional, very calm, very serene energy. With the Two of Pentacles, your person feels as if there was something that you were keeping under wraps. They have an inkling what it was, but they don't know for sure, and they don't know the details. And what they're realizing is you're not really wanting to dwell on this past feeling, situation, emotion. And so, Cancer, both of you are fully aware that you're wearing false masks to a certain extent. But it's not a bad thing. It's not toxic, because it's almost as if you're doing it with the view of, we're going to fake it until we make it, right? You both really want this to work. But there are certain things, Cancer, that you both know you are not happy discussing. What you're hoping for is to heal the scars from the past, heal the hurt, or heal from whatever you were indulging in. You're hoping to do this quietly, privately, with the view that if that's successful for you, if you can completely sever the tie from the past, put those difficult memories in this little box, lock it away, stick it in the attic and start again. With the Six of Swords, you can move to calmer waters because you have transformed yourself. And there's a lovely sense, Cancer, of if this works out, this situation, this partnership, would also transform you. It would enable you to leave the last vestiges of whatever this was in the past for good, if this works out. I'm almost getting a reinvention type energy, a reinvention of self through sheer hard work, through dedication, and a sense that you just don't want to open this box again. So, Cancer. With the energy of the Six of Swords, this is really lovely. You are sitting a little bit nervously in this dark cloud, okay? But you are definitely deciding to anchor yourself to this new energy. This is fresh energy. Beautiful. What are you thinking about, my lovely Cancerians, at this point? I'm getting just this massive sense of relief. I don't know why. As if finally you can put this difficult chapter that you went through in the past, because you changed, you transformed, you don't want to think about this anymore. Okay, yes, you're looking at the opportunities, you're looking at the possibilities basically unfolding in front of you. Wow. What are you dwelling on, if anything? Are you just thinking of the future? You might be thinking about a child, or you may be quietly contemplating the fact that you didn't tell someone the whole truth. There's a fish in this cup. You may be looking back, thinking about that now and again. Yeah, they didn't know everything. But Cancer, they're not pressuring you to discuss whatever this is, or if they intuited whatever this was, they're realizing that it would make you feel very uncomfortable to bring this up again. So they're just not doing it. They're just not picking at that scab. They're just not asking you to tell them, I'm hearing all the gory details. No, they're not doing that. They're turning their back on what they may have known was an apology with a half-truth. And they are looking to the future because this has been a long time coming. What is going on inside of you, Cancer? I feel you're thinking about such a lot here. My goodness. The Five of Cups. You're letting the past drift down this river. You're letting the past go. You're holding on to this new flower that's blossoming. You're letting the rest go. Yes, guys. You're just letting the past go. Because with the energy of justice, you're moving into a beautiful, balanced situation. This is really lovely, people. Four of Swords. When maybe, Cancer, you can fully heal. You can get yourself back on track. And you can connect again with your higher self. For many of you, you're being guided by the angels, the archangels. And there's a sense that you're suddenly feeling lighter at this point of time because you're letting something in the past just go. Whether it's toxic memories, things that you did or you experienced that you felt you shouldn't have done, things that you felt wouldn't be understood by other people, you're just letting it go. You're embracing this fresh energy that's lighter, happier, brighter, more optimistic. Yes, Ace of Cups. And I feel, Cancer, you're determined to hang on to this. This is inspiration. This is transformation with the butterflies. And there's a lot of beautiful, bright energy that you're going to be experiencing with this person. Yes. The Sun. Beautiful. So, Cancer, there may always be a little part of you that you would wish to keep under wraps. But you're going to do that because you want to make sure that nothing would come between you and your ultimate happiness. Yes. So, guys, a really intense reading, a deep reading. I feel as if I could have delved much deeper, but it might not have been the right platform in which to do that. So if you feel that this is your reading and you want a private reading, do reach out to me. I feel as if I may be connecting with 2 or 3 of you out there who went through this, and this will feel like a private reading. If you want to expand on that, you can reach out to me, okay? For the rest of you, I hope you've enjoyed it. Take care of you. And of course, I'm sending love and light your way. And many blessings, Cancer. Bye now.